Guys, you might want to get a cup of coffee. We've got very sad news. I heard this early this morning, but I wanted to wait to get a confirmation if there could be possible that there could be any survivors, and apparently there is none. 132 people are feared dead after the Chinese Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 crashed into the mountains there in China. Are feared dead.
Whoops.
After the Chinese Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 crashed into the mountains there in China. Are feared dead.
I'm sorry about that. And it's a very sad situation, to say the least. It's extremely sad what has just happened here in China. We're getting more reports now. According to reports, the rescue operations were underway after the plane went down near the Wuzhun area there. Some 588 firefighters were being sent to the scene to aid the local emergency services. So this is an overwhelming situation that developed here. I think I can show it to you if you give me just a moment here. I think that if I go here, I'll be able to give you some idea of what happened here. So let's see if we can take a peek at this and see. 132 people feared dead after the China Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 crashes into the mountain. As more information about today's crash arrives, analysts are paying particular attention to the fact the crash seemed to have occurred in the span of just 2 minutes as the plane entered a nosedive, essentially falling out of the sky in a manner that's reminiscent of the deadly crashes in Indonesia and Ethiopia that also involved those Boeing 737 MAX 8s. To be clear, the plane involved in today's crash was not a MAX 8, but it was the typical 737. Now, China Eastern has decided to halt all flights involving Boeing 737-800s, the model that was involved in today's crash, starting tomorrow. An emergency telephone assistance line for family has been set up. The airline expressed deep condolences to passengers and crew members aboard. I'll tell you more about this, guys, in a second here. Let me, I got some footage to show you. Let me first put in a shout, if it's all right, for www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. Guys, check this out. Seriously, many people today are struggling to manage their weight, but this is more true than ever. After the age of 20, what? This is because after the age of 20, guys, believe it or not, our body's metabolism starts to slow down by as much as 4% every decade. This is why I would highly recommend ketowithpaul.com. This powder helped me lose weight, but it could really help you if you stick to the keto plan. You don't even have to stick to the keto diet. This is the ingredients of the diet. One scoop every morning in your smoothie will get you off to a great start and boost that metabolism speed that your body so desperately needs. With just a single scoop a day, you'll see great big improvements for your metabolism and weight loss. Imagine how fit you will look this summer taking it. And if you've been looking for a great way to support your weight loss, do it with www.ketowithpaul.com. That's www.ketowithpaul.com. Save 51%. Check it out. You will be very glad you did. All right. Now, a lot of prayers are going up absolutely for the folks that are struggling with the realization that their family members have been lost in this horrific crash. Our hearts go out to the people of China. This was a domestic flight internally in China. You know, the first thing I think of is, okay, where was the plane going and who was on the plane? You know, because unfortunately, some of these accidents that have happened, these airplane crashes over the last 4 or 5 years, have involved significant people on the plane. Makes you wonder. But in this case, I don't have any of that information. We know it's a domestic flight internally in China, and we do not know what caused it. But I do have some footage here. I think it's important we show you. As you heard, as I was reading there, look, this plane went down. It nosedived. Look at this. You can see on this chart, it was at 30,000 feet.
Okay. And then all of a sudden, there you see the descent. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. In less than 2 minutes, this plane completely crashed into the mountains in China. And here's some of the footage of this thing. There it is. Let's check a look. Check this out. You can hear the explosions going off still. Which is really weird to me, this explosion. I don't know what all was in the plane that was exploding, but listen to this. You hear it? I mean, I don't think there's aerosol cans in there. I mean, it almost sounds like gunfire, or ammunition exploding. And I don't know, maybe there was ammunition on the plane. I mean, I don't know. But 132 people were on the plane. This we do know. So you notice you hear it. I'm sorry, I can't interpret. Magdalene, I can't interpret if this is Chinese. I can't, I'm struggling with English. But I'll say this is not a good scene at all taking place there in China this morning. A dreadful situation. Our hearts go out to everybody. It does sound like gunshot. So it's very, very strange and very, very disheartening for sure. 132 people feared dead after this Chinese Eastern Airlines Boeing 737 does crash into the mountains. And like we said, the emergency firefighters rushing to the scene there, the rescue operations were underway. But as you can see by that footage, there's just no way anybody survived this. And they're now confirming that it is feared that all 132 passengers are dead as this thing nosedived into the mountains. 588 firefighters are being sent to the scene, are there. But what are you going to do? A local villager who witnessed the scene of the crash told local news outlets that the plane had disintegrated and had started a fire that had burned down trees and bamboo. So just a serious, sad situation that has absolutely taken place there in China. Our hearts are really going out to the Chinese people, to the families of all of these victims that were on the plane, and our prayers are going out as this is a terrible, terrible scene. And so today I'm praying for so many things. I pray about those 9 people killed in that golf team in Texas in that head-on collision, and I pray for the people of Ukraine, whose homes, whose apartments, whose lives are shattered. 3.3 million people have to evacuate their country with just a shirt on their back. And millions, their apartments and homes blown away, and people still buried in the rubble. It's a horrible thing. It sounded like bombs. It sounded like bombs, and they were going off like boom, 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 boom. It was a strange detonation of something. What, some kind of cargo must have been in the plane. I don't know, but we're watching this closely. Now, guys, tonight, I'm going to see if I can pull this up for you. And we are doing a live Zoom Patreon tonight that you could be with us live. Sister Heidi and I, it's a PowerPoint presentation. It is incredible information just been revealed. And I'm going to see if I can get the link. If I can't, maybe one of the mods can do it, can grab the link. for this Zoom tonight. Okay. And there's some people leaving. It's tonight at 7 p.m. It is tonight at 7 p.m. It will be a live Zoom. Now, I think the invitations go out to everybody who's a member of our Patreon channel. So if you want to get in on this, incredible. And here's the title of it, what it's going to be about, folks. This information is not being shared anywhere. It's not being shared anywhere. But we have discovered it from our inside sources, really out of Israel. And it's called What Lies Beneath Ukraine. It's an incredible presentation. Sister Heidi has been able to acquire this information from contacts within Israel. We want to share it with you tonight. What lies beneath Ukraine? And you're going to find out a lot of things that's going to blow your mind in this one. So it's a very, and how it ties back to the ancient times, but really how it ties back to the Bible. It will shock you. You won't believe what lies beneath Ukraine and why the world wants it. Not just Russia, but why the world wants it. So you'll want to know. That's tonight. The Zoom broadcast will be live